Hi guys, how are you doing today? So this video is for those who are already living in Poland or who are planning to move to Poland. So if you get your visa and you move to Poland, you know that you will need to extend your visa at some point, and the process of extension is the process of applying for a temporary residence card, which is known as the TRC in Poland. And I know that a lot of people do have questions or are confused when it comes to these matters. I myself have been through the process of obtaining a TRC or temporary residence card as a worker and also as a student, so I can share with you my experiences. So if you are a novice, you don't know how to go about it, make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to help you to understand what to do, so that when you come to Poland you don't get stranded or you don't feel confused on what to do. Okay, from my experience and from what I know, the most effective way or the fastest way to get your residence card or TRC in Poland is through immigration lawyers. Now, there are a number of them, or there's a number of immigration lawyers out there who are in Poland, and of course they're going to charge you some money, but it is the fastest and the most effective way, or let me say the easiest way if you put it that way. So first of all, you have to decide if you want to apply by yourself or through an immigration lawyer. However you want to do it, I'm going to tell you how to do it, so make sure you stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Okay, so welcome to my channel. In case you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Promise Breno and I am changing lives. Okay, this channel is for those who don't have a lot of money and they would like to move abroad to study or to work. Okay, so be sure to subscribe, all right, and click the notification bell. And if you're excited about this content that I'm about to share, please smash the like button. So first of all, let me share how I did it when I was applying as a worker. Now at that time, I was a novice, I didn't know much about it, and basically my employer had to make inquiry at the immigration. So he came and he told me these are the requirements, on a document. Like, there's a list. I think he went to the immigration and they gave him that list, or he googled it, and anyway he gave me a list. And so among those things that you need to submit as a worker, of course your passport photograph are there. I think you need to take about 4 or 8 of them, but they have specification, I believe. And once you go to photographers in Poland, they will be able to do it for you. Once you tell them that you want to apply for a residence permit or TRC, they know the size of photograph to do for you. Then of course you need your work contract. Now how many years TRC you're going to be issued depends on your work contract. If you have only 1 year work contract, then you're only going to apply for a 1 year TRC, or they're only going to give you 1 year TRC. If you have like 3 years work contract, okay, or above, at the point I had like long-term contract, so yeah, the work contract is there. Then the insurance is also important, in as much as your company is going to do insurance for you, which is called ZUS. Okay, there's this insurance that you need to do by yourself, health insurance. So you know that when you were coming to Poland, okay, you need insurance to apply for your visa, a health insurance, right? So now that insurance, for me, in my opinion, is just to help you to come to Poland, like through your flight and your visa. When you come into Poland, you can't use that insurance to work. You have to do another insurance when you're working. So basically the insurance, I think you have to do it has to be from Poland. And the kind of insurance I'll suggest for you is Vienna insurance. Yeah, I'm still using that Vienna insurance up to date. It's a good insurance and I would advise you to use it. So yes, the insurance is there. And there are other documents that they might ask. It depends on the job you're coming for. For example, if you're coming to do factory jobs or jobs that require work permit, then you need a work permit, of course, to do those jobs. If you already came into Poland, you know that you came into Poland through that work permit, all right? So you're going to use that work permit document. You will submit it to the immigration as well with other documents. Other documents might be from your employer, but they might ask some document from your employer, but those ones are not the ones that you will get yourself. So the documents you need to provide yourself is international passport. I think in my own case, they said all the pages that has stamps on them, Yeah, and one of the important things in your international passport that they need is your entry and exit. They want to know that page that has the stamp of your entry to Poland, and if you've exited Poland before, they will need that part as well. Yeah, but then all the pages that has stamps on your passport, including the data page, they will need it. Okay, and then your photograph. There are photograph places where you can make photograph in Poland. Once you tell them TRC photograph, they'll do it for you. Then the TRC fee, I think for students it's around 300 and something zloty. I'm just estimating. Then if you're applying for work, I think it's 400 and something zloty, Polish zloty. Okay, then yeah, and those ones I've mentioned before, these are the things you need. And if there's another one, those ones will be like maybe from your employer. Okay, initially in my city, you can just walk to the immigration, and if you don't have an appointment, you have to wait on the queue, and when it's your turn, you go and meet somebody there, or maybe when somebody doesn't have anybody there, you go and meet them. It depends on how the situation is where you go to. For Warsaw, things are done systematically, like you have to do it on the system, blah blah blah. But since the COVID time, now you need to book appointment before you go to the immigration, before you do all the stuff. So I think now what you need to do is that you need to book appointment online. All right, and when you book the appointment, then you go for submission of your document. Okay, so you are going to do the formal application of your residence card, okay, which is called TRC as a worker now. So when you go there, then you take those documents I've listed, okay, and you submit it to them, and then they would of course, maybe they will give you something to fill and blah blah blah. Then after that, you go home. Then they would be communicating you, like in my city, they still communicate through post, okay, not through email or not through any system, or it's through post. When you apply for a residence permit in Warsaw, a portal is being opened for you, so they'll be communicating via that portal. Any message, any document they need from you, they'll be communicating, they'll be writing you messages there. They will send you messages. But in this my city, they will send you letters. So yeah, so you need to be alert and be receiving your letters. So now the letter or the message you're going to get from them after the first initiation of your application is the date inviting you for fingerprints. And on that day, this is when you will be coming with any other document that they need from you. Maybe when you submitted your document initially, maybe they need extra document from you, so they will tell you in that letter or in that message. Then you come along with that document and you now give your fingerprint. And when you come to give your fingerprint, they are going to stamp your passport on that day. And with that stamp, it means that you've applied for a residence card. And with that stamp, okay, even if your visa has expired, there's no problem. Actually, with or without that stamp, as long as you've initiated your residence permit application, you've gone there and you've formally submitted an application, even if your visa expires, even if your visa has expired, it won't affect you. You can stay in Poland. The only thing is that you cannot leave Poland. You stay in Poland. So when you come to give the fingerprint, they're going to stamp your passport, right? And you still stay in Poland. So you can't go out of Poland. You can't go out of Poland until your TRC or your residence permit card is out. Okay, so yeah, this is how to go about it if you're doing it yourself. So when it's out, I think they're going to contact you. It depends on how they contact in your city where you are in Poland, or where you intend to go to in Poland. In my city, they contact you through letters by post. In some cities like Warsaw, which I know, they contact through the portal, online portal, which you have accounts with, right? Then they're going to send you information that you have a decision or something. But in my own case, I called them, I kept calling them, until one of these days I called and the lady told me that my decision is out and it's positive. I was so happy. I was so excited, So you need to keep checking the online. If you go online, you type immigration, blah, 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 in that city, then you will see their phone number and, follow the procedure. Maybe when you call, they might tell you, dial this one, or the person might give you the number of the office where your case is being processed. So they look at it as a case. Residence permit actually in Poland, they look at them as a case. Okay, so once your decision is out and it's positive, you need to book appointment when you will go to collect your TRC card, but you need to you need to follow up to be sure that the card has arrived, because once the decision is out, they will need time to process your card, and all the cards comes from Warsaw, from the capital. So if you're in another city in Poland, the card has to be printed in Warsaw. This was what I heard. And once you go to collect your card, you have to go with your passport. Okay, then you give them your passport. It has to be valid, and they'll give you a TRC. Now it depends if you applied and you have a 3-year contract or above, and you are given 3 years residence card, just like in my case when I applied initially. That's a great one, because at least you have 3 years, to stay in Poland before. Of course, you need to start trying to renew before the 3 years expires, just to be on the safer side. And if it was a 1-year contract, then you'll be given 1 year residence permit. You know that you have to be renewing it every year. Okay, yeah, so that's it about if you are applying by yourself. So let's look at the situation whereby you're a worker in Poland and you are applying through an immigration lawyer. Okay, so immigration lawyers makes it faster and more effective. So if you're applying through an immigration lawyer, the immigration lawyer will be the one to list those documents. For example, in my case, when I applied through an immigration lawyer, I went to her office and she gave me the requirement. We signed a contract, and so on. And she took it upon herself. I gave her the document and she sent it herself. So the immigration lawyer made things easier for me, kind of like she was the one who booked the appointment for me, not me doing it myself. So when we went, I made the payment for my residence permit and I gave my fingerprints, and so it made it easier and it made it faster. One of the reasons why you should use an immigration lawyer is because it makes it faster. If you apply by yourself, to be honest with you, it might even reach up to a year. I'm telling you, it might even get up to a year. Like the first permit I processed, though it was like I processed by myself with my employer, but my employer was a novice. Okay, it got up to, I think, like a year. Even with that, it wasn't out. They kept asking for extra document, this one, that one, this one, that one. Then I spoke to an agent that I know, and the agent now told the situation to a lawyer, and the lawyer wrote a cover letter for me. I paid the lawyer, not much, actually not much. Once I involved an agent and, with a lawyer, it didn't even take more than a month. I think within a month it came out, So this is one of the reasons why you should use an immigration lawyer, The one I did recently with an immigration lawyer took about, I think 3 months, 2 months and some days, if I'm not mistaken, That's it if you use an immigration lawyer. But if you go yourself, it might take long. It might take 6 months. It might take up to 1 year. So these are my experiences, and I'm making this video to help you if you are planning to move to Poland to work, or if you're already in Poland and you're working and you don't know how to do these things. Let's say you're a novice. This is how to go about it. Okay, if you have any question, put in the comment section below. In another video, I'm going to talk specifically about student TRC. In this video, I focused on Work TRC. Okay, so make sure you are subscribed so that you will get the updates when I drop that video. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly like this video if you enjoyed it, if you gained something from it. Don't forget to share it with other people, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Click on the notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I drop content. All right, yeah, so that will be it about this content. I'll see you in my next video.